With an amazing display of domination from Niklas this past weekend, I just want to make a brief rundown about what happened in the disc golf world because there was some crazy stuff that you may have missed. And before we get into it, I have a couple of Niklas's brand new Signature Series discs, the Nordic Phenom 3. So if you want to grab one, be sure to check it out at wildrunsdiscgolf.com. I also have 10% off everything on my site. So not only can you get a brand new disc, but you can also get it at a very good price. But just one side note, they don't go live until the 5th. So I definitely will not be shipping it out for at least a week. So with that, let's get into the coverage. And before we get to Cascade Challenge, a tournament that I was not having on my radar, a B tier in Warren, Massachusetts, the Sunstein Open. You probably don't know anything about. I don't know anything about it, but there was a Lizotte in 8th place after round 2. Very interesting because I think the next highest rated player was like 30 points below him. But after that, he knew he had to pop off, and that is exactly what he did, going from 3 under in round 1 to 13 under in round 2, being the hottest round of the weekend by 5 strokes, and ending the tournament out with an eagle, winning by 3 strokes, and finishing with a round of 1084. Good job, Simon. Really not much to say about this, other than this player, Harry Chase, was definitely chasing Simon and actually almost took it down, besides a cold stretch in the middle half. But obviously that is not the biggest thing. The number one thing that happened this weekend was the Cascade Challenge. We had a ton of pros showing out for this event, and obviously it makes sense because they're playing other events in the Pacific Northwest in the next coming weeks, and it's kind of crazy because we have Portland Open in just 3 days, so definitely exciting stuff there. But before we get to the champ, Ezra Robinson definitely showed up in the first round with a 1067, but then just can never quite match that level with some insanely windy conditions, especially in round 2. So he goes from a 1067 to a 1010 rated round with a bunch of hilarious commentary from Alden Harris. So if you have not seen the Disc Golf Guys coverage of this, be sure to check it out. It really is amazing. But then he ends with a final round of 6 under, putting him at 2nd place. But not only that, Chandler Kramer also showed up very, very strong, especially in this final round. Crazy because he started the first round with 1 under at a 997 rating with 2 bogeys and 1 double. It was not looking good, and then he just went off, shooting 7 under in round 2, and then ending it with a 10 under in his final round. 1066 rated round, also tied for 2nd place. But it really fell all for naught because Niklas ran away with it almost after round 1 with a 1097 rated round, making it his highest ever on record rated round. And you may have remembered last year he kind of popped off a little bit here, but nothing too crazy. But man, I wish we got coverage of this first round because that is just amazing. And you may remember last year, this is where James Conrad also shot a 14 under. We thought for a second he might get a perfect round, didn't quite happen, but that was 1095. This is 1097, definitely far and away Niklas's best performance as far as ratings go, with Niklas's highest round before this being a 1084 at the Pro Tour Championship, and with his last highest currently rated round being 1077 at a Euro Tour event last year. But really the entire course just looked easy for him. It didn't matter the wind, it didn't matter what conditions he was in, every drive was just so good. Even when he hit first available, he would have a tremendous upshot, making it just so easy for him. And it really seems like his level-headed mentality allows him to not get tilted no matter what happens on the course. And for a course that has so many demanding tee shots, it really showcases how much consistency he has, especially when compared to other players that are much lower rated. And I don't typically believe in momentum, but with this insane performance, I think there is a chance that he gets a little bit more momentum going into Portland Open and can potentially take down his 2nd Elite Series event, which would just be awesome. But I also just always root for Niklas, so I definitely have high hopes for him. So with that, what do you guys think? Do you think this event is starting to become like Memorial, where the ratings just typically feel out of proportion and they're not actually accurate? I'd love to know. But thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and make sure to pick up a Nordic Phenom before they sell out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great Memorial Day. With that, Wild Runs signing out. Peace.